Oh yes. Good day, folks. I love to give it a good 5-second window for you to click the Gathering Point is Live Now button and join us. And we can see the numbers coming in. It's a beautiful Thursday out here at the Glass Academy. I'm wearing shorts today. Still a little brisk, but I'm just hoping for the warm weather coming through. As you know, folks, I'm going to have my computer open. We got the comments right here. We got the product from Tuesday's show. I got my green smoothie. We got a couple other things to talk about, and it should be a pretty good time. So if you're joining us, I know it's the middle of the day. A lot of people watch this in the evening. A lot of people from other countries are watching. Let me know what time you're watching from today. I'd love to see that information. Just say what up to us. Let me know that you're watching. If you guys have questions throughout the reveal about any of the product, anything going on at the Glass Academy, anything going on in anyone's life that works here that you know of, holler at us, let us know. I see Catherine's joined, just said what up. We'll get a couple more comments in here, and then I'm going to get it going. But like I said, it's a beautiful day here. The sun is pretty much shining. It's a little cloudy out, but it's definitely warming up. It's not 30 degrees out. It snowed a couple days back, and then it rained for like 4 days straight, and then now it's trying to become nice out. So either way, it's the perfect day to talk about glass blowing. We got some really cool product released snails that are available for pre-order that we totally highlighted on Tuesday's show, and then we got a sweet custom piece for Jim that I'm going to show some up closes about because that one turned out beautiful. Pretty darn nice. So I'm seeing some times come in. Let me know what time it is, where you're watching from, folks. Let me know if you're at work or if you're watching from the bathroom or the bathtub or wherever you're watching from. It'd be cool to know what's happening. Edith, very cool. Lyle's in the house, 9:30 a.m. in Alaska. I didn't know there was that big of a time change in Alaska, but that's pretty sweet. 9:30, a fresh morning to you there. Becky's in the house, Mary Lou, Sherry, what's happening? Carol from Ontario, love it. Uh-oh, Catherine's hiding from her husband to watch the Annealer reveal. Well, I'm going to get into it here, and if you guys have questions, please holler at me. Let me know. I've got a few different things other than the pieces on the show, but I'm going to start in chronological order going over what went down on the show. And here she comes.
I have a question.
Uh-oh, question.
Where'd you get that cool hat?
Oh, I did want to talk about that. Chris just found this sweet hat on the street, I think he said. It was like some sort of, it had to be some sort of cool art piece where these people dropped off like 40 hats, and they were in a bag, and there were a couple other things sitting there. Sounds kind of like you just stole them, but it sounded like they were to be taken from the public. So pretty cool to represent a little bit, and it's my color, tan's my color, so that worked out perfect. Back to the show. It's going to be a little tough for me to remember, but I think I remember we started up with the warmer-upper, which was snail. And our snails are the brand new product we've got here. We released them on Tuesday for pre-orders, and I'll give a little more detail on how that goes down. If you guys missed the opportunity for a pre-order, you didn't. They're still up, and they will be officially released on April 19th. So we started, and we've got 5 different categories. Let me grab the names of them real quick here, because we've got them all written up beautifully here. 5 different categories of snail. Where they come from, what their color pattern is, who they are, what's up with them. And we're going to start with fantasy. That's what we did with the warmer-upper, and that's the first snail we made, the first one we've done online, shown to the people of the world, the people from Australia, the people from Ontario, from Pennsylvania, from Georgia, from the other room, the computer room, Catherine, from everywhere. We started with the fantasy series. So people are definitely, this is one of the more popular ones for pre-orders, and that's the beauty of doing pre-orders. We get to see what you guys are getting riled up about, and we get to make enough according to that demand. But I'm going to show you up close here what this guy turned out to be. And I told you there were a couple mystery colors. There were a lot of pinks. This was a pink heavy piece, and look at how this guy turned out. at the light coming off of him. This guy is ridiculous. One of the nicer fantasy ones, in my opinion. Nice and tall, action going on here. Beautiful eyes staring you down. He's in full mode. There's no fingers waiting to poke him in the snail eye, having that snail eye drop down into his head. He's looking really good, and look at the shell. It's just pretty insane. Nice and smooth on the bottom. I haven't got around to signing them yet. Signing them as show number 157, but he will be signed, and this will go into the batch of the pre-orders. Someone will be getting him when they come in and pick up their pre-ordered snail, or they pick it out online. We have 2 separate batches that we're slowly splitting and making for online orders and for in-house pickup orders. If you're new to the show, we're from Dearborn, Michigan. We are the Glass Academy, a family-run business making glass art every day, and we've been streaming. This, like I said, is 157th show. So we've been streaming since the beginning of the pandemic. That's what kept the business afloat. And we're adding new products, getting rid of old products, switching it up, having new stuff come around. So this is a brand new product, and it's super cool. We had a really cool poll going this week about whether it was a snail or a slug, whether you guys choosing between a snail or a slug. Slug is another one of our products. We got some really cool results, which we'll share with you on the experimental show on Sunday, which is going to be something to look forward to as well. That guy turned out really nice. Then we went into custom order mode, and this is an option for anybody to get any piece we make. You can have it custom made, or you can design something brand new with us as well. And the prices range is $150 minimum for a custom order. So if you're thinking about getting maybe a snail done in the future, we're not doing custom orders on those yet, or maybe a slug, we're going to make it affordable for you within that range, and we'll cooperate on how that goes down. And it's a really cool process to reach out on the website, reach out to me. There's a contact page, and we talk over the phone or by email and design your piece, and then either make it on the live show or just make it in-house and get it to you. This particular case was Jim came in for a photo shooting day with him and his group of photo shooting extraordinaires, and they actually decided, they went to the gallery and shopped around a bit, and he loved one of our margarita glasses, but he wanted it bigger and he wanted to add some blue to it. And this electric blue, I think, is a beautiful accent to the margarita green color, and it turned out super good. Michelle has never made one of these with me. The bits were perfect. The punny came off super smooth and nice, and it just turned out to be a really, really nice piece. So I'll give you the up close here in the sunlight. It looks gorgeous. And this is definitely a one-of-a-kinder. The arms came out perfect, and I saw a comment, maybe someone thought it might not be comfortable to hold with these arms. When you hold it like this, you can hold it from underneath like this. There's many different ways to grab onto this margarita glass that are comfortable and cozy. The other thing that's totally unique to this is check out the bubbles on the inside there. Perfectly symmetrical, lined up bubbles, encased, air trapped and encased inside the glass. And like I was mentioning on the show, you can feel with your finger or with the tool when I was making it, little bits of indents from those bubbles pushing out on the glass. So it's a super, super cool piece, super cool pattern, super one of a kind, and that is one heck of a way to be drinking a margarita. Jim, I saw a comment of his. He said his wife's probably going to be taking it from him. They kind of collaborated on the piece and picked out some colors together, picked out the blues. And that's the beauty of making custom orders. Collaboration with me, with the artist, with one of our other artists, with yourself, your family, and having them watch it being made is pretty darn cool. So I saw a lot of love for Jim, and it's cool too when you make a custom order. It's really cool to see everyone getting excited about it because it introduces other ideas to other people about their custom orders or what they might want to get made, but it also just introduces a lot of support and a lot of really cool energy when Jim's sitting there watching it with his family, and you got 15, 20 people saying, "Holy crap, Jim, that is a sweet margarita glass." It's really cool for both sides. I'm sure it was cool for him, but it feels good for us too, knowing that people appreciate and people are excited about someone else's custom piece, and that it's an overall really cool process. So that turned out amazing, absolutely beautifully. Thank you, Pammy. Very, very cool. Moving along from that, that was our solo custom order on the show. We went back into snail territory, got a little bit slimy. The next one was, I can't remember if it was Blossom or Herbivore. I think it was Herbivore, and herbivores are the green straight from the forest, what's it called? The forest, the girth of the forest, the the floor, yeah, I mean, there's some sort of the foliage, perhaps, some sort of in the dirt, eating green stuff and turning out really cool, super healthy, kind of matches the green smoothie I got going on here. But let's check him out up close, because this guy, and he actually hit the floor while we were making it, but he turned out perfect. Look at the texture that we put on there. Didn't melt it in all the way. He's all green, transparent, slimy body. Nice little slime bulge right here. But that texture is super clean all the way around into the inside as well of his shell. And he definitely knows how to camouflage pretty darn well. Let's give him the frontward look. Whoa. Pretty sweet. That's almost Glass Academy green, if you could see in the background there. Gathering Point green, baby. Look at that move. It's almost like he's dancing a little bit. Super slimy. So he's super cool. He's getting added to the Herbivore tribe. That is the second one that we made. Then we came along here. We went into the Blossom section. This one's super cool. These are all bright colors. And if you're seeing these and you like these so far, I highly suggest checking out the show on Tuesday. And even if you don't have time for the 2-hour show, just fast forwarding to the start of each snail, because we had a beautiful display and we went over a selection of 6 or 7, so you get the idea of the category of each before you make your pre-sale order. So I'm showing you one of those category. All the other ones are different greens, different combinations, different texture, maybe encased a little bit, maybe texture on the body. They're all a little bit different, so it's worth checking out the show just to see that, so you're informed for your pre-order purchase. Blossoms are my favorite category. Second to maybe the Brooke one, which we'll talk about next, but blossoms are bright colors, kind of like flowers, any kind of flower. There's all the colors of the rainbow with blossoms, and they're not the same on the body, on the shell. They're usually bright, contrasting, crazy, really cool colors. And this is the new pink we've got, and we put it with that same electric blue we put on the margarita glass. And this guy turned out super cool. Look at the texture. So I went into the optic mold. You see the ribs on the shell there. Pretty delicious. Not quite as slimy down here because there was less room for the slime to fill into the crevice. So that's each individual unique piece. I love the way these back ends connect up onto the shell. It's a really natural slimification. And you look at him on the front, he's really looking at you pretty darn good. Taller ones are cool. Some of them are shorter. Some have taller eyes. Some have shorter eyes. That's going to be up to you to choose when you get your pre-order what your opinion is, what you like the most. This guy's super cool, and you notice the GA stamp. Subtle, but also the stamp of approval on the back, right on the punny mark. You could barely see it there, but it has a GA on it. That's how you know it was made by us here at the Glass Academy in Dearborn, Michigan. If seeing it made on the live show wasn't already enough. And these ones will be signed on the bottom, as will the custom order with show number 157, just like anything we've made online. You could see it on the bottom, and you can look this up on YouTube and go back into all the archives of every video we've done, 157 of them. And 100 years from now, I'm sure technology's only going to get more interesting. You'll be able to look back, you find one of these in your garage, or your grandma passes it down to her grandchildren, and they say, oh my goodness, where did this come from? What show number 157 on the Gathering Point? And they look it up. It's pretty darn cool to see it being made. Next was Brooke, and we had one more category. I'll pause in that action to turn the computer back on, see if there's any questions about anything, and then I will show you this Ukrainian egg. I wonder what floor means. Oh, you guys were talking about the herbivore, what the herbivore eats from, the floor. I thought there was some sort of really involved term for that, where all the foliage lands, but maybe not. Fauna, perhaps. Either way, the green hearts are beautiful. Thank you very much. The forest floor, thank you, Gwen. fantasy flora and fauna. Here is again, folks, we want to highlight the Ukrainian egg, and I got it on a little stand here. I'll set the stand down. These are really cool, clear or recycle, GA stamped little clear bases that you can set them on so that they don't roll around, you don't lose your egg, it sits nice and cozy. But these are the Ukrainian egg, and we've shown it a couple times. We posted on social media a really cool video of that process. We are still compiling our profits from, or not the profits, the proceeds that are going to the World Central Kitchen on the purchases of these. So if you want more information about these are on the website, but we just made another run of about 15 of them a couple days back and throughout the week, and they are all obviously one of a kind, but going to a great cause. A lot of wildness going on in the world right now, and so to make these eggs, we've already made quite a few eggs. This is going to be our signature egg for the year, and we will do a lot more marketing on that for our Mother's Day weekend reveal of product and a beautiful show. We're going to have live glass blowing in the shop here. We'll give you more information about that. Check those out on the website. Moving along, I got these three up here about to go on a big race. And I will point out over here, we got another flag to add to our collection, folks. This is the flag of the state of Florida. And we've got, if you see back in the shop, right to the left of the furnace, we've got 4 flags lined up. This is going to be the 5th one. We've learned that these are called stick flags, I believe. And we're going to be collecting these, folks. So if it's from your state, if it's from your country, if it's from your bedroom, whatever, send us your flags. We want to represent everyone who's watching the show, and we think it's super cool that we're streaming across the world. So please send it this way. Shouts out to Bill over in Florida. Just got a beautiful dragon mug made last week, and he sent us a flag in thanks and just to represent his hometown state. So we're going to get that on the wall pretty darn soon. The last style we made on the show, and this is one Michelle wanted to take home, but you couldn't. She couldn't because this is the giveaway for next week. Look at how this one turned out. And that is recycled blue, folks. This is from the Brooke series. And I brought over another style of recycled blue from last week to show you the contrast because we refilled the pot with recycled glass, all the colors of the rainbow. You can see them right over here, all the colors that we use to blow glass. And we melt them all down and they become a beautiful light blue. Why that happens is the same beautiful craziness that is the reason that only metals and minerals, only things from the earth will change the color of glass. We don't quite understand it, but it's just Mother Nature doing her thing. So here's the comparison of 2 different blues. This was last week's blue, a much deeper and brilliant blue, and this is a much subtler and lighter shade of blue. Both transparent, both beautiful in their own right, and I love them both. I love that. I was in love with this one, then I started getting tired of it by the time we were about to run out of it. We melted all this down, and now I'm in love with the light blue. So this is super cool. That's going to be the giveaway for next week. We'll give that guy away, and that's going to be the first snail to land in someone's home because April 19th is pickup day online and in the shop to get your snails in hand. So this is going to be actually released before the rest of them are available, so that's a little bonus for whoever wins that one. You know how to enter into the giveaway by answering the e-news question and sending it in to us at enews@glassacademy.com, sending us an email. If you got questions about that, shoot them our way. And that's pretty much it right there, folks. Any questions for me before I go? Let me take a look at the comments real quick. Mary Lou's trying to win. When you win the e-news or when you win the giveaway, we select people who haven't won in the last 6 months. So I know there's a lot of people. We get about 140-ish entries per week. There's a lot of people who have never won. There's a lot of people who their names have gotten drawn many times, and that's just the luck of the draw. So we'll see who's going to get this next one. The Brooke snail, that's right, Becky, thank you. This is my second favorite tier, the Brooke one. That's all waters, fresh water snails, what we're calling them. And they come from the waters. They've got water tones to the whole thing, whether it's clears, blues, a little bit of white mixed in for some froth. They are really cool and unique. And then the last one, which we didn't get to making one on the show, is the mulch. This is your traditional snail, browns, golds, and deep kind of earthy tones to them, and that has been a fan favorite so far. A lot of people, kind of like the slugs, are starting off with a natural color, and from there they're going to kind of grow their portfolio and line them up on the shelf and have a nice, beautiful little army of snails. And so that's super cool. Got a question coming in here from tech support. After the initial ordering of the snails, will there be any available in the showroom to buy later? Most definitely. It's just like the slugs, where the slugs and the gnomes, we just did another run of gnomes that we're going to get into the gallery pretty soon. Once we do this initial run, you guys are part of the product release. You get first hands on the first ones ever made. We know what are popular, we know what people like, we know what we like and we want to reproduce. And so once we finish them, they could end up with these 5 categories. Like the slugs are the blue family, the orange family, the yellow family. You pick one and we pick out a nice combination of the 3 maybe you picked out, send them to you in the mail, or you come pick out your own in the gallery. I assume it's going to be the same. There's too many different colors and combinations that are beautiful and unique and different about these snails for us to pick 1 or 2 or 3 different styles for the website. So chances are we're going to go with either these same 5, or we're going to pick some cool categories, have them on the website for anybody to pick and choose, and also definitely have them in the gallery. These are pretty popular and we're pretty proud of them. We wanted to be a part of the Glass Academy product line. So that is the plan. I see Drake's in the house. I see a lot of great names. I know it's the middle of the day, folks. Thank you all for tuning in live. For anybody watching later on, or anybody that's watching and not commenting, we love you all and we're happy you're here watching us. Spread the word about the show. Word of mouth is how we're doing this. We're on social media all over the place, but nothing promotes our show better than telling your best friend or telling your parents or buying a gift for somebody than doing exactly that. That's how we get new followers. So that's what supports our business. And if you're not already a VIP member on YouTube and watching from YouTube and getting those insights and cool VIP videos, usually once every week or every couple weeks when we've got something interesting going on, we'll post a video for you, and you're going to get first selection of certain products and of the shows, the specific shows that we do throughout the year. So stay tuned with us for that. $4.99 a month. We've got videos on how to figure that out. And thanks, Lyle. Thanks, Catherine. Thanks, Gwen. Thanks, Heidi. Thanks, everybody. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your Thursday. Over and out.